The Survivor community is mourning the loss of one of its most influential behind-the-scenes figures, Emmy-nominated editor Sean Foley, whose sudden passing sent ripples of grief through longtime crew members, producers, and fans across the globe. While Jeff Probst and the castaways are the face of the franchise, people like Foley helped shape the show's identity, crafting the emotional crescendos, strategic bombshells, dramatic blindsides, and unforgettable Survivor moments that have defined the series for more than 2 decades. In the wake of his death, CBS, the Survivor production team, and numerous co-workers have come forward with heartfelt memories, ensuring Foley's legacy is honored not only as a brilliant editor but as a beloved colleague whose spirit left an indelible mark on the show. A master of storytelling behind the curtain. Though audiences rarely saw him, Sean Foley's fingerprints were on some of the most iconic episodes in Survivor history. Known for his ability to weave together hundreds of hours of raw footage into cohesive, emotionally resonant narratives, Foley helped steer the tone and pacing of the franchise during its modern era. Editors on Survivor have always been the show's silent storytellers, and Foley was among the best of them. Foley, who earned an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Picture Editing, was widely respected for his skill in blending strategy, personality, and the raw beauty of the islands into a compelling hour of television. Co-workers often described his editing as cinematic, surgically precise, and emotionally intuitive, qualities that helped keep Survivor fresh even as it moved into its staggering 40-plus seasons. His colleagues revealed that Foley often stayed long after regular hours, meticulously crafting arcs or reworking scenes until they perfectly captured the emotional intention of the moment. He believed storytelling mattered, and that every castaway deserved to have their story told truthfully and artistically. The heart of the editing team. While many tributes acknowledged his exceptional technical talent, those who worked closest with Foley emphasized his personality even more, his kindness, humor, and warmth. One longtime producer described Foley as the kind of coworker who made everyone feel appreciated, while another wrote, "Sean didn't just edit stories. He understood people. That's why he was so good at what he did." Crew members said he was the calm center of the storm during high-pressure months of post-production. When deadlines loomed and footage piled up, Foley could diffuse tension with a quiet joke, a reassuring smile, or a perfectly timed story from past seasons. Younger editors credited him as a mentor who took time to train new talent, openly sharing techniques and insights he had mastered. That openness, colleagues said, was rare in a competitive industry, but Foley embodied collaboration. Jeff Probst and producers praise his legacy. Host and executive producer Jeff Probst reportedly expressed deep sadness over Foley's passing, acknowledging that the show is built on the dedication of people like him. While Probst is often the public face of Survivor, he has long championed the editors, who turn the chaos of island life into compelling episodes. In his tribute, he emphasized how Foley's storytelling instincts elevated the entire franchise. Producers echoed the sentiment, emphasizing that Foley's contributions would continue to influence future seasons. His sense of rhythm, emotional intelligence, and ability to pull nuance from even the smallest confessionals shaped how the show conveys human vulnerability and resilience. Sean's episodes always had soul, one producer remarked. He made you feel connected to the castaways like they were sitting right beside you. Fans joined the tribute. Though Foley was a behind-the-scenes figure, Survivor fans, especially longtime viewers, have become increasingly aware of the editing team's significance. Tributes from fans poured in across social media platforms, thanking Foley for helping create the emotional beats that made them fall in love with the show. Some fans revisited episodes Foley edited, sharing scenes that had stuck with them, a surprise blindside, a heartfelt bonding moment at camp, or a triumphant immunity win. Others highlighted how editors like Foley play a crucial role in shaping not only the narrative but the cultural impact the show has had over the decades. Remembering the man beyond the work. While the industry is celebrating Foley's professional legacy, his friends and colleagues spoke even more powerfully about the man behind the work. Many described him as deeply compassionate, someone who checked in on others, who noticed when someone was stressed or struggling. He was known for his generosity, not just in sharing his artistic skills but in giving time, support, and empathy. Foley also loved adventure, the outdoors, and storytelling in all forms. Co-workers recalled how he lit up when talking about new travel plans or creative side projects. He reportedly had a particular passion for documentaries, admiring how real human stories could resonate without embellishment, a passion that translated seamlessly into his work on Survivor. The impact of his loss on the Survivor family. Losing someone behind the scenes affects a production in ways the audience never sees. The post-production rooms where Foley worked daily are now filled with quiet grief as his absence becomes profoundly felt. Editors who shared space with him spoke about how strange it felt not to hear his voice down the hall or see his name on upcoming episode credits. The practical loss, his level of expertise, is immense, but the emotional void is even larger. Yet his colleagues say that Foley's spirit will live on in the stories they continue to shape. They plan to honor him by carrying his influence into future seasons, through every careful cut, every emotionally grounded scene, and every narrative beat that reminds audiences why Survivor remains so compelling after so many years. A life that will continue to shape Survivor. Few people fully understand how much work goes into editing a show as complex as Survivor. Each season involves thousands of hours of footage, intricate strategic storytelling, and the pressure to balance entertainment with emotional truth. Foley didn't just meet those demands, he exceeded them. His episodes were the ones colleagues remembered, the ones fans rewatched, the ones that captured the heart of why Survivor is not just a reality competition but a human story every week. His death is a profound loss, but his legacy is woven into the DNA of the show. Tributes continue as fans await future seasons. As new seasons of Survivor continue to film and air, fans may notice subtle nods to Foley, from dedications to the style of storytelling he helped develop. While editors remain largely invisible to viewers, the quality and depth of each episode reflect Foley's lasting influence. CBS is expected to include an on-screen tribute, honoring his years of service and the artistry he brought to the franchise. For many fans, this acknowledgement will be a meaningful reminder that the show they love is crafted with care by talented artists viewers often never see. A final farewell. The passing of Sean Foley is a reminder that the magic of Survivor is created by more than the players, beaches, or challenges, it comes from the extraordinary team behind the scenes. And within that team, Foley was a standout. He left behind a body of work that will continue to shape one of television's most enduring franchises. His colleagues say they will carry his spirit with them, not just in their work, but in the kindness and generosity he showed every day. In a world where storytellers are often unsung heroes, Sean Foley's story is finally being told, celebrated, and remembered with the love he gave so freely.